Alright, here we go. This is a ranked 2v2 on Sandrim between the Carbon team in the upper left, NiumppyX in the Pax Helix, and SkyGuard777 in the standard Helix. And their opponents, the green team in the bottom right hand corner, Burnie in the Alpha Striker, and Phong in the Black Ops Helix. So lots of Helix in this game. But Sandrim definitely tends to have an ability to produce really awesome games. It has a nice combination of drop versus slow move outs and fast move out pushes. It does look like the green team is going to go for their bottom first, and the Carbon team's going for their top. Looks like each team is going for the corners as well, so it's pretty standard for both sides. And now a large, not that large, a couple of flamers going out by the Carbon team, and the green team with a few Mortys here, so they will each respectively be able to get their close outposts. And the Gemini will eventually do its work on that top right corner, where Phong has actually started putting a moneymaker down. Now it does look like Niumpy. Oh, I thought he was going to do a scout or move out or something like that. Okay, he was about to grab some creeps, but he was out of energy. But those creeps are almost definitely going to go in these bunkers. No, he's going to go for this. Oh, he's going to go for the corner. So it does look like Burnie is going to start harassing these tanks with Longhorn, but both Carbon players are coming here to respond to it. He does get one Dillo, but will he? No, he does not get away with two Helix attacking you at the same time on the ground. It's just a little bit impossible to get away, especially if your life has already been drained a little bit. Burnie does call out for bottom. Phong, I mean, he's not going to be able to do anything here, especially with just creeps. Especially with any combination of anything you want to ferry, to be honest. And Phong does go down, trying to do a little bit of attack here. There's way too many Carbon units in this area to realistically try to do anything. And Burnie now starting to move with, gonna make a sort of secret Longhorn cluster. Is that within the minimap of the Carbon team? I can't tell on spec mode, but I think it's just outside. I can't really tell. If it was, I would kind of assume that you would see the Carbon team respond already, but it does look like Phong not gonna be able to take this outpost quite yet with a little bit of mech harass, but these mechs are not gonna be able to stay in this area for very long. SkyGuard is not able to chase down Phong before he gets back to his outpost, and Niumpy, oh man, is he gonna go down? It does look like it, and no, he does level up though. Okay, so now Burnie with his 4 Longhorn down here, trying to slash away, but really low on health. It's just, I mean, let's see, 1 Seeker here, and Longhorn kind of doing its work, but with no mech support here. 2 have already gone down, and Phong is not here to support Burnie in his attack. He's just keeping that, making sure that top right corner stays under their control, gets a good surround and defense, and all the green Longhorn have gone down to the Carbon players. And at this point, it is pretty even map split. I guess the question is, who is going to go for mid first? And even more important is, even if one team goes for mid first, will they be successful in holding it versus the other team if they scout and, etc. try to also fight for mid? It does look like a small defensive line going down by Burnie, and Phong is starting on mid, so he will have that T99 killed ahead of the Carbon team. But does it really matter? I don't know if it's that important, and Phong chased away by SkyGuard. SkyGuard will be able, SkyGuard with Niumpy will be able to kill. Okay, no, Burnie saves that last Gemini, and he is forced to bring it back to heal. Phong now with a couple of sergeants. This might actually be able to do the job. No, SkyGuard is already here, and now Burnie coming with that Gemini as well, and Niumpy with some flamers. I don't know if that's going to be enough to prevent the green team from gaining control in this, and SkyGuard going down, the Gemini getting the final hit. And at this point, Niumpy now does bring some creeps. Will this be enough? Yes, it does go up to Carbon team. What does Niumpy have in his queue? Quite a lot, actually. 1 Seeker will go down, and the Dillo will be able to get healed because that power station generates energy incredibly quickly. And at this point now, Burnie is going to go for a left corner push, bottom of corner push. Man, it does look like that is what he's planning. So he's pretty much given up on mid. The Carbon team has a great surround on mid. Don't even really need to kill this T99, to be honest, but it doesn't really matter. You can get the experience, whatever. But now Phong is going to start to move out to the top. Does get scouted by SkyGuard, so let's see how they choose to respond to this. SkyGuard is just shooting his rockets. There's plenty of defense over here, actually. 3 tanks, 4 tanks, 1 of them a Gemini, 2 of them a Gemini, actually, and more go down. SkyGuard and Niumpy both dumping out tanks, so what will Phong and Burnie decide to do with this huge tank line that is coming? They are kind of trying to just ferry them down to focus down the outpost, but I don't think they have the numbers here, especially with the Carbon team microing and blocking those green tanks as well. And it does look like they have lost pretty much all of their units that they've moved out. Carbon team with that defender's advantage, easily able to hold here. Not really too much trouble for that Carbon team. Burnie still trying to do work on it. Only 2 flamers up left, but it's still not really that big of a hope. for just a single Longhorn and a single player here. And it does look like that Phong is actually already decided to move out. Okay, the Carbon players are on the other side of the map, but Burnie is there as well, and Phong is moving out pretty much without signaling to Burnie. Did he ping? I don't know if he pinged. I don't see a green flag or anything down there at all, and we do have already SkyGuard coming to respond. Phong getting killed by those Carbon units, and Burnie is not here to support this fight, and this is a pretty substantial tank cluster, actually, unit group, and the green team has been able to neutralize this outpost. It does look like they have enough units to, well, they're not in great positioning to clear these bottom tanks here, but it will probably eventually happen with a little bit of mech support. And Burnie now just getting a little bit frightened by that mini-map, saw that line coming in, to have to drop this to clear those creeps. Definitely something of a concern if you are keeping a good eye on your mini-map, but we do have a lot of tanks here dropped by the Carbon team. They will be able to get this neutralized. Oh man, it's really, really well surrounded. Where is Phong? Phong is coming. Burnie all by himself here, trying to kill these creeps on the ground. The majority of the tanks have actually died. Oh no, but we do have NiumppyX coming with even more flamers. It does look like the Carbon team will be able to take this under their control. Phong and Burnie shooting it, but it does go up, and flamers so hard to knock down even after the nerf. I think they got a slight HP reduction, but not really that much. And the Carbon team will be able to hold this for now. Will they be able to get a good enough surround? The green team really, really needs to prioritize on cutting off that Carbon team, neutralizing that outpost to prevent them to get a foothold on it, but it does look like it's a little bit too late. The Carbon team has enough units here to really prevent the green team from doing that much, and it does look like there was a green push from down here. Oh my god, that entire time these green units were moving out, but they were not set on capture. These are moving, this Seeker is moving past Burnie, forced to move them, to ferry them. And now Phong and Burnie doing a little bit of work. It doesn't look like they're going to get the neutralization, especially because all their units are just straying out. Okay, well, they did get it, but Burnie does go down. Phong very low in health and out of energy, so it's not going to be it's not going to be in favor of the green team with this attack. The Carbon team does look like it's going to be able to clean up the majority of these units. NiumppyX coming with a couple flamers, and it does look like they will be able to take it back under control. Phong now here with a completely unguarded outpost, except for bunkered infantry. Oh, he's sent out again. A little bit crazy to see. Now Burnie does respawn and has a full tank, a full queue. Man, why couldn't I find that word? But full queue of Longhorn, not really sent out at the same time with these Gemini, and they have to go all the way around and just sitting ducks for this green team. Phong trying to neutralize this outpost, but only one infantry bulb knocked down. And what is Burnie doing? Oh, he's moving all of his tanks in, so he will be able to retake this right outpost. It does look like that will be able to happen, as there are not really comparable defenses here for that Carbon team, and the green team really does need to prioritize on neutralizing this outpost. That's definitely the most important thing, but Burnie does get finished off in the air, and Phong now, okay, well, I mean, the neutralization has happened, so it's just a matter of cleaning up the rest of the Carbon tanks at this point, but the Carbon team definitely still have the advantage with this middle outpost. A lot more upkeep, 71 to 65, and yeah, that is pretty much just due to that power station, so they have 6 more upkeeps. Okay, so it's 6 at this point. Those numbers, oh, and Phong barely getting away from that Helix, and Burnie finishing off SkyGuard in that retreat. NiumppyX still trying to fight this right outpost fight, but it is definitely a losing battle. Burnie and Phong will be able to clean up the rest of the Carbon tanks over here, and it will not really be that much trouble for them. SkyGuard doing quick scout. Okay, there are a couple of Zillows here that will just get picked off completely. Phong with those already level 7 ability rockets, missiles, whatever you want to call them, and now SkyGuard will probably get finished off down here. Burnie does land, but will he do a transform? And SkyGuard not falling for it. What is NiumppyX doing? He's coming with a couple of units here, and SkyGuard really low on health. It does look like he will be finished off. Okay, he does get killed in the air by Burnie, and the Carbon team still fighting this fight. It's a little weird to see. Especially with one player dead that entire time, and then NiumppyX coming back, and then SkyGuard being real low health. It was just a little bit strange to see, and now the Carbon team has pretty much now definitively lost this battle. The green team with quite a surround there, with pretty much Burnie and Phong both dumping their build queues out right there. They're like, okay, guys, go away. And now SkyGuard gonna try to go for a neutralization here, but Burnie very quick to respond. Phong going for a neutralization at this top. It's just a little strange. It doesn't really look very likely by either team, and both teams are also responding in good time. And yeah, both teams' drops have been pretty much finished off. Now it's a pretty dead stalemate at this point. The Carbon team has the mid, the green team has both corners. NiumppyX trying to get this outpost neutralized, and it actually does, but it won't be that long before the green creeps walk in. And what is happening now? It does look like SkyGuard coming with a couple Gemini here, trying to get something sniped, but Burnie is already here, so SkyGuard does have to retreat back. and does not get killed on the way out, though. So it's 71 out of 71 for the Carbon team. They are completely full on upkeep, and they are starting to float a lot of credits, 20,000 each, and Fong's actually sitting on 42,000 credits, and they are not at their unit cap at all, so I'm not really sure why he's floating so much. He's just trying to bomb, trying to get something killed, but oh man, the Moneymaker gets focused by those Helix rockets, and Phong gonna be finished off here in the air by SkyGuard. Burnie now starting to reposition the tanks. It does look like they are planning to eventually go for a very large push here from that top corner, especially because the bottom corner is pretty much absolutely bare. There's like just a couple of the bunkered sergeants from, man, way early in the game, and now it does look like SkyGuard stationing a couple here at the island. They can do a nice little ferry here to and it does get scouted by both of the green players, and Burnie does drop with a sword, but now SkyGuard with a goalie right at the corner. It's not gonna get, it does hit the corner, so it's gonna get 100% of its damage down. And 2 goalies now by the Carbon team with accompanying Gemini. 72 out of 77 for the green team, so they can still produce units to they're not unit blocked. They're not power blocked by that, so they can actually start to make defensive units. But instead, well, okay, now Burnie does start to make them. I guess Burnie's now going to push out from the top. It looks like he is kind of going to go for a base race, yeah, and it's very, very unlikely to get scouted by the Carbon team, especially because all their attention is here. But the Carbon team has drained green team to a little bit more than half their life is left. Now it's about half, so the green team now, or the Carbon team now doing a lot of work, and no repositioning from the Carbon team because there's not much blocking going down by the green team, just body blocking by Phong. And now we do have another set of Gemini coming by Niumppy. A lot of damage going down. 1 goalie has been killed, but if there's still 2 goalies and 2 Gemini doing a lot of damage, they really should probably do more repositioning, or at least put them in much more random positions than just all right here in the front. But yeah, it does look like SkyGuard did finally scout this, trying to drop something in defense, but they probably don't have much either. Just a single Gemini over here and a patrolling Seeker. But the story right now is the Carbon team dropping quite a lot of tanks, not getting that great of surrounds. I would expect them to just prioritize on surrounding, and the green team with less tanks, well, previously with less tanks, but now they have more, and now the green tank cluster has finally reached that Carbon fort, and man, the life is draining very, very fast. But now Niumppy does drop 1 Gemini at the back. Burnie really low on health. He probably will go down here to these Gemini body blocking here, and Niumppy does get, okay, the Gemini does get it killed, but the green team is doing, the green team units are doing so much damage here. Okay, now SkyGuard finally does get blocking units out, but will this be fast enough? All the Carbon units have been finished off here, and it does look like the green team will be able to get this finished with these units. Where is the green team? They need to support this push and start to micro around, but SkyGuard blocking with a single goalie, and Burnie calling out to Phong. Dude drops. Now Phong is coming with a goalie. He might be able to get this finish here, but just by this single goalie. There is very, very low health from either team. Both teams could actually do drops to win, but it is the green team that's controlling the pace. The green team keeping the action right here at the Carbon fort, and Burnie now with the Longhorn as well. They're both firing in at the corners, and it does look like the green team will be able to eventually get this. No, not quite yet. Niumppy's still trying to get us around. Burnie going all the way back for some Longhorn, and the green team now, okay, Phong does reposition the goalie one more time, and another reposition. Phong gonna be finished off in the air. No, he doesn't get killed. Burnie coming with another Longhorn, and this is probably going to be it. Firing in on the side with his ultimate ability, and that is it. The green team, Burnie and Phong, take this custom ranked 2v2 on Sandrim over NiumppyX and SkyGuard777. Man, quite close at the end. The Carbon team might have been able to do the exact same thing that the green team did, just by continuing their pressure. Did one of them die at the end? I'm not sure. I think one of them did die, but the green team was able to mount enough defense to kind of prevent the Carbon team from doing large amounts of burst damage whenever they did a drop, I guess. And they had enough units there to block, and they could play enough tank Tetris to fend off any mid to fort ferries that the Carbon team did. Would that have worked? Maybe, but the fact is that the green team was able to transfer the attention to the Carbon fort. I mean, that obviously that huge tank push had a huge amount to do with it, but after that tank push, the Carbon team was really, really worried about the health. Maybe one of them could have stayed back, and one of them could have done drops and split the other players' attention, but that didn't happen. The green team was able to put the focus onto the Carbon fort and finally get that finish after like 3 or 4 extra drops. So good job by Burnie and Phong getting that finish over this Carbon team. Guys, if you have any games, I say it all the time, But I do want to thank everyone for submitting a lot of replays to me. I have gotten a lot more submitted to me actually in the recent patches because I have had that new submission forum. Guys, check out my new submission forum. It's on my forum post. I don't directly link it in the videos because I do want everyone to see the forum post first, because it's important. But yeah, guys, if you have any replays to share with me, it's very, very easy. I have a new forum. Everything's automated. Other AirMech casters can get it if you choose to share it with them. I will get it, and everybody hopefully will be happy. If you guys are interested in casting AirMech, definitely contact me. I'll try to get you set up with my replay pool, and I want to, you know, we need to grow the media side of this game. Even if it's just between you and a couple more followers, that's how everyone started out. That's how I started out. So, guys, don't hesitate. Just let me know. All right, guys, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.